and rest everything is his creation. If you are looking the creator within the creation, it is not possible, because it does not exist over there. He's not belonging to that. If he and she is a creation, appearance of a human body or any other creation, all is creation. So Allah has no misal. Allah is unique, and Allah has to be above and beyond his creation. So this is something, our faith, and this is what we believe. And number two thing is that this all creation is alim al-khalq. We need to understand, because Allah created the universe, and this universe is created for the mankind to live and fulfill their purpose of life, to testify themselves where they deserve after death, So because they are mukallaf, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us the opportunity to live over here, and we are answerable hereafter. And Allah gave also maqam taskhir over here, that you can utilize Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala creation over here, and you can even manipulate and you can utilize it. Like for example, a person who is riding a horse, basically he's using the horse, and it is a makhluk. It's by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala as a living animal, but Allah make him taskhir, get the control, where the man wants, the horse is moving there. So similarly, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he created, for example, metal, and the metal is a creation of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in a raw form. Man has to understand and get the formula how to melt this metal. Once he understands how to melt this metal, now he can use this metal for his purpose according to his needs. There was one time the need was very limited. Today our need is changing, and same metal, we are making the tools, we are making the machines, we are making factories, we are making vehicles, we are making aeroplane, we are using for many reasons. So the same metal, because we understand that Allah created this metal, and at one point you can melt it and mold it and utilize it the way you like. Today our aeroplanes, they are going from one place to the other place and taking about more than 20 hours from, but there will be a time, needs will change, because it's becoming a global village. People are going to have living over here, and they're going to have their business someplace else. Like especially right now, people are having businesses in other countries, which is very commonly happening now. So they have to go to job, and they have to come back and have a dinner at home. So they're going to make such planes, which is also under research, that the plane will go into the space, and it will take 10 minutes and then can land wherever they want. It's going to take 10 more minutes to land. So 20 minutes, just like we're going to Manhattan, coming back, I think even shorter than that, the person can go and come back and have a dinner with the family just like any other job. So the whole world will be like distance is a global village. That's the concept today. And then at that time, we cannot sit down today's vehicles. We need different vehicles, because there are going to be also flying cars very soon. They're going to be coming, and they're going to think about us, that how slow we was. We think we are very fast, we're having supercomputers, but my friend, your supercomputer very soon will be look like funny. Why? Because they're making quantum computers now. And quantum computer is going to be like your computer will be equal to supercomputer. This much is going to be fast and having the memory, and this is going to be quantum computers. And think about quantum supercomputer, what it's going to be. What they're going to think about you. Today time, we think we are very modern. We are modern and up to date according to our needs. And people who was living before us, their need was different. They don't need what we need today. we have a big cities, we need cars, we need all these vehicles, but before they don't need it. Same place where we are right now in this Suffolk County, think about 100 years ago, people used to have horses. They go from one place. He gave maqam taskhir, and you can utilize his things. And because all this where we are living, it is alame khalq. And alame khalq is made according to scientific rules and regulations for understanding, And if you know the science, you can use all this. But there is another alam which is alame amr. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created that alam with kun, fayakun, with the command. Everything happened over there, like kursi, qalam, loh, and Jannah, Jahannam, Malaika, your ruh. All this is alame amr. That's why alame amr is not understandable, because it's not bound to scientific rules and regulation, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is unique, and Allah command is unique. Kun came from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How things happening, no one can understand. What will be the azab of qabr, what will be the azab of Jahannam, no one can explain, And similarly, how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will give us a reward in the Jannah, what kind of pleasure is going to be. Just it is mentioned, it is a place where Allah invites us. Allah yad'u ila dar salam. Allah inviting us for that, because that place is really place to live. And kul mata'u dunya qaleel. Allah made all this happinesses over here, all the material is nothing over here. So in comparison, we just have to have understanding that same Allah made this dunya, and same Allah made hereafter. And if we came into this dunya and we feel ourselves so much involved, and we feel like we don't want to go from this dunya, want to live here, and our life keep extending over here forever, So Allah said, this all is nothing, but for us this is too much, and we don't want to leave this dunya and think about what Allah said is something valuable, and really Allah is inviting us, who is the creator, what is going to be. So here we need faith, and faith on our beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because he received this message and he gave it to us. So this is faith we will have, and Allah is alimul ghuyub. He understands everything, nobody else knows anything. And Allah told messenger whatsoever he want, he told him, and he passed this information to us, and we need to trust on that. And this is all is based on just faith. For example, if you joining a job, and the job people, they show you a tour. In the tour they show you, like, okay, this is our corporate, we have this this many employees, we have this is the office, this is the work ethics, and this is all explanations and our assets and things like that. And after that they offer you, for example, $100,000 yearly salary with the benefits, and they ask you to sign the contract. Did you saw any dollar over there? Obviously no. You just have a trust on this corporation that yes, based on all what they are showing, this corporation and their things, they can pay me 100,000. You just have a trust on them. Same thing, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is inviting us that look into the whole universe where we are living, that how Allah created the sun, moon, stars, and this planet Earth, and you yourself, and how Allah is creating the tree from the seed, and how the water is coming through the clouds and raining on different places. And look into the whole machinery that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala He created, and based on that you have to have a trust on Prophet and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that Allah also created Jannah, Jahannam, and everything. This is called faith. So once we have this faith, we accepted this faith, now it is our duty, because Allah wants to us, amanu wa amilu salihat, that we have to have a good amal in our life. And if we do good amal, Allah will protect us from the hellfire, and Allah will grant us a paradise. So this is something now become our purpose of life. This is something we need to achieve, and that's why Allah said Rizwanun min Allahi akbar, because this is something big thing that we have to have, if we get the result. So at the same time, why we need to make Allah happy? No doubt Allah is a creator, but at the same time, on the day of Yawmul Alast, Allah made us this contract with us. Like you made a contract with the employer. Yawmul Alast was the day that Allah asked that Alastu bi Rabbikum, that I'm not your nourisher, I'm not your Rabb, and everyone say, Qalu Bala Shahidna, we witnessed that Allah, you are our Rabb, you are our Rabb. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala again and again reminded us that He is our Rabb. Look into the Quran. When Quran is starting, the first thing Allah reminded us, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Allah is your Rabb, and all Rabb of all the Alam, all Alameen. And then when the Quran is finishing, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, Qul a'udhu bi Rabbil Nas. Rabb. Remember, you made a deal with Him. You need to please Him. You have to live your life accordingly. And then if you look into our prayer that we just prayed a while ago, and what we did is we have a qiyam, we have a ruku', we have a sujood, we have a qada. And in this all, what we were saying, we started every qiyam, when we are standing, we are saying, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. When we go to ruku', we are saying, Subhana Rabbiyal Azim. Again, Rabbi. Then, we are saying, Subhana Rabbiyal A'la. And then when we are ending, before that, we are saying, Rabbi Ja'alni Muqim as-Salat. So again and again, Rabb, Rabb, Rabb. And then if you look into the Quran, this is the word Allah used maximum. And all the du'as in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala started with Rabbana Atina, Rabbana, Rabbana zalamna anfusana, Rabbana la tuzigh qulubana. So many dua that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala He made, and then keep asking that we should say Rabb, 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 Rabb. And then when we're going to die and we will go into the qabr, what will be the question over there? What will be the question over there is going to be the question, Mar Rabbuka? Who's your Rabb? To whom he was, Allah did not ask His own name. Allah asked over there, who is your Rabb, who was nourishing you all your life. So that means this is something important. And now you need to please Him too, because He fulfilled His promise. And then if you look, the person who's going to be remembering Allah in this life, he's going to say, Allahu Rabbi, He's my Rabb. But the one who don't know, he think I am the one myself who is smart, I am doing good business, I'm this, or because of this I am in the land of opportunity or something. He's going to say, ha la adri, I don't know. So this is something very important. And then on the day of judgment, again Quran is saying, يَوْمَ يَقُومُ النَّاسُ لِرَبِّ الْعَالَمِينَ. Allah used again His beautiful name, Rabb. This is attribute of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah is again and again. That's why Hazrat Ali used to say that it is enough for me that Allah, you are my Rabb and I'm your slave. For me, this is enough that I should be proud that you are my Rabb. So this relation has a big impact in our life if we really feel. And then once you have this feeling that Allah is our Rabb, then automatically you will try to please Him. And look, Rasulullah SAW used to make dua, Razitu billahi rabban wa bil islami dina wa bi Muhammadin nabiyya. Three things he mentioned. He said, Razitu, I am pleased. I am pleased. For what? Allah is my Rabb. Allah is my nourisher. Allah is my nourisher. So a lot of times people, they complain to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. وَالْقَدْرِ خَيْرِهِ وَشَرِّهِ مِنَ اللَّهِ تَعَالَى. What is that? We should have a faith that everything comes from Allah. All the tests and trials in this life comes from Allah. All the happiness and sadness comes from Allah. That's something we need to have a remembrance all time. And if there is same Allah, there are days when He gave us health, He gave us wealth, and Allah same time He make us sick, and if He make us suffer into a loss or something, Allah gave us respect, and someplace if He make us humiliate, so we should not be complaining for that. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is sending His commands, and Allah is sending us the commands, so then we have to have a raza on that, because He is our Rabb, He is the sustenance, He is the one who is nourishing us. He is a sustainer. So at that time we should have these feelings from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But people, they start complaining, they start complaining. People, they have a complaining, why I don't have a boy, why I have a girl. Who's making the makhluk? Allah. So if we start making this complaint, this is not fair. If a person, these days, even they have a confused about themselves, that why I am like this. This is something so strange. Allah made you like this, and you need to accept it. Allah gave you your color, Allah gave you your ethnicity, Allah gave you your sex identification, Allah gave you all, whatsoever He wants, Allah gave you. You need to accept it and have a satisfaction. Razitu billahi Rabba. He's your Rabb. He's your Rabb. But people, they don't have this satisfaction. They complain, and they like to act differently, and they react against that. Similarly, another thing is, after this, Razitu billahi Rabba wa bil Islami Deena. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He gave a way of life. Inna deen indallahi Islam. Islam is our way of life. How we need to live all our life. We have the prayer system, we have a psalm, we have a charity, we have a Hajj. These are all pillars of Islam. The faith that we should have it. Amantu billahi wa malaikatihi wa kutubihi wa rusulihi wal yawmil akhir wal qadri khairi wa sharri min Allah ta'ala wal ba'thi ba'd al maut. All this we need to understand and have. This is all Islam, that we have aqidah. And amantu billahi kama huwa bi asma'i wa sifati. وَقَبِلْتُ جَمِيعَ أَحْكَامِهِ. So here, that's our contract, that we are saying, proclaiming that Allah, we accept all of your commands. And but then if we start saying like, no, I will do what I like to do. You do what you like to do. Why is like that? Why is like that? There's no why in Islam, because you are already into a contract. If you are signing a contract and the employer is giving you a chair and table and a room, office and workplace, you're already in the contract. He's giving you salary, and you accepted the job assignments. So just do it. We are under the contract. That's why we cannot say like, why I am praying 5 times. We are amanu. We accept it. The one who is a kafir, he is a rejecter. He rejected the deal. He did not sign the contract. But we signed already, and we accepted it, and we need to get the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then similarly, after Islam, we also are pleased that Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is a Rasul, Nabi from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So once we accept in the Shahadat that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the messenger, and that means Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, if you want to please me and you want I should love you, then you need to follow your Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because you need a practical example. Allah don't eat, Allah don't sleep, Allah has not life like a human being. Then if you want to follow Allah, how you going to follow Allah? You need to follow Allah by following the beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Very simple thing. And Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he said, the person who really say رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا وبمحمد نبيا, truly he tastes the iman. That's the faith really he enter into him, and he has a taste of that. See, iman has a taste also, happiness, when we are having this relation with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Rasulullah, this is something pleasureful feeling, when we are doing sajda, we need to feel the halawat of iman, something happiness, that's something we need to feel it, and the believers, they have these feelings. We are not feelingless prayers. This prayers must have some feelings into that, and must have following of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If we have like this, definitely we will get the taste of that, and our iman will complete. And in the ummah who really have this happiness on Allah and Islam and Rasul is the Sahaba, the Jamaat of Sahaba. Radiyallahu anhu wa radu an. Allah get pleased with them, and they get pleased with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In this life, Allah made this announcement for them, that Allah is already pleased with them. They really, their characters was what? Sami'ana wa ata'ana. They used to listen and they wait for the commands of Allah. They used to ask each other, tell me what commands from Allah came, what is new came, So they were waiting for that, not us that, if someone tell us this is commands from Allah, and we go to Mufti Sahib and ask, can you make some solution according to my desires? No, their desires are zero. They are willing to accept the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala get pleased with them. And Allah announced about them in this dunya. And rather Allah made a criterion that if you bring your iman and your practice of life like Sahaba, Allah will accept also. Allah will get also pleased with you. See? Rizwanun min Allahi akbar. If you really want that Allah get pleased with us, that's the standard, that's the criterion that we have to live our life and make Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala happy with us. So this is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us the opportunity. Now if you look into iman, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala don't give iman to someone who is not desiring for that. So talab is the one first important thing that one should have it. Desire. Abu Jahl has no desire to accept the iman, but Bilal, he is a Habshi, he is a ghulam, he is a slave, he is a dark in complexion, no respect in the town Makkah, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accepted him because he has a desire. He has a desire. So Allah accept him. A child who born in the house of a Nabi, Nuh alayhi salam, but he don't have a desire to be the part of the boat where Nabi is sitting. Nabi is asking, come and join us, be part of us, enter into the boat, so like a boat of faith, come, join. He said, no, I will go up on the mountain. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not accept him because he rejected, So this is something very important that we must have a talab. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam own uncle, he was helping good source to support Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but he don't have that desire. So in this especially time where we are living right now, many people, they don't have a desire. They think just ordinary life we are living, doesn't matter what we are doing, and they have no desire to please Allah, they have no desire to change themselves, but they think they will enter into the Jannah. It's not going to be possible. For Iman, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala needs this desire. Similarly, we need to have efforts in our life. We have to struggle. We need to spend in order to get the strength of Iman. And the last thing is, the way we please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we have to also please each other. Haqooqul ibad. You and me, we need to respect each other because we all are makhluk of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And also even the environment, other living objects, everyone has a rights. So if we fulfill our responsibilities, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will strengthen our iman. But if we are not doing like this, many ahadith said, laysa minna, laysa minna. That means he is not going to be among us. What's that mean? There is only two groups. Either there is amanu, another is kafaru. So if Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he's saying laysa minna, what's that mean? He is not going to be among those who are believers. He's not going to be among us on the day of judgment. There are people who are successful on their day, and some people, they are not going to be successful. So whenever you read such hadith where mention laysa minna, we have to be very careful, because a lot of those hadiths are about haqooqul ibad. That if you do this to each other, laysa minna, you are not part of our group of people, our faith. The person, he's going to be living all his life. Before death, Allah will take his iman, and he's going to be laysa minna. So that's something very scary. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala truly give us opportunity to have this iman, and then we need to have a strengthening of iman. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu aminu billahi wa rasuli, and we should really strongly have a faith on Allah and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And we, at the end, when we are going, we must go with the raza for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, happiness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is something everyone need to strive, work hard for that, and Allah truly give us opportunity to really make him happy. We really don't have anything in our life to present Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala have his mercy upon us, and just accept whatsoever we have deeds, and just make them a reason to get happy with us. Wa akhiru da'wana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Make dua, and I think they made also food for you, so don't go without having food, please. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار رب اجعلني مقيم الصلاة من ذريتي ربنا وتقبل دعاء ربنا اغفر لي ولوالدي وللمؤمنين يوم يقوم الحساب يا الله يا رحمن يا رحيم يا كريم. Accept our good deeds and forgive all of our sins that we committed with our any organ like eyes, ears, tongue, hands and feet, from our belly or from our private parts. Any way we displease you, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we are seeking your forgiveness. Allah forgive us. Allah forgive us. Allah, we want your closeness, your happiness, your love, and your raza. That's what we are seeking. That's our purpose of life. Oh Allah, we all gather over here to listen all this and to say something so we can get benefit and we can prepare ourselves for hereafter. Allah, give us an easy life, happy life, and also at the time of death we need your blessings and your mercy upon us, and in the grave we need you over there, and also on the day of judgment we need also your mercy upon us, and without you we are nothing, and we cannot do anything. We want your help every moment, every step in our life. And Allah, accept our sitting, our saying, our listening, our coming over here and spending all this time. Allah, accept our good deeds, our salat, our psalm, our zakat, our sadaqat, khairat, and our hajj and umrah. Allah, all accept it, although they are not worthy to even present you, but you are so merciful, you are so kind, you bless us and accept and make these good amals as a source of our forgiveness. Allah, forgive our elders, especially our parents. Allah, make our homes happy homes and love to each other, having sila rahmi for each other. Allah, make us that we can spread the khair around, and Allah protect us that we spread our shar to your makhluk. We want to fulfill the rights of you. We want to fulfill the rights of your makhluk. Allah, help us doing all this. And Allah, those who are sick, give them shifa. Those who are worried, give them ease and protection. Allah, help all the masajid, and Allah, especially this masjid where we are sitting, make this masjid a source to spread the deen and the faiz into the alam, and all the masajid, especially the Haramain Sharifain. Allah, protect them. Allah, protect all the Muslims, their physically and their wealth and their belongings and their izzat. Allah, protect all of that. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect all the work of deen, especially the work of dawah and tabligh work, and also all the madaris. Allah, protect them, all the khanaqah where people are learning the zikrullah and the closeness of you. Allah, protect all these places. Allah, all the masajid, protect them. Allah, make this deen and spread this deen into the hearts of people and every home. Allah, make this deen to reach over there. Allah, make the people, believers, with the respect in this life. Allah, accept our du'as. Allah, those who wants to ask for the du'a, Allah, include them into these du'as, and those who are unable to ask, or those who have a rights upon us that we should make dua for them, Allah, include all of those people into these du'as. Allah, we ask according to our wishes and according to our abilities, but Allah, you have your mercy, above and beyond our imagination. Allah, shower your mercy upon us and give us what we need in this life and hereafter. Allah, give us the true following of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and also Allah, include us among the believers and the people who want to be successful hereafter, and among the under the flag of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And Allah, appoint Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam maqam mahmood, and also give his shifaat to us. We seek protection from the hellfire, and we beg you for the paradise, for your happiness. Allah, grant us. Allah, grant us. We want to get closeness of you. We really want to get closeness from you. Allah, accept our du'as, what we ask and what we couldn't ask. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun, wa salamun ala al-mursalin, walhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Sallallahu ta'ala ala khairi khalqi Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in bi rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin.